Guilty of statutory sodomy, Steve Parsons was facing a maximum of 7 years in prison. So death by cyanide was the farthest thing from anyone's mind in the small town of Maryville. Now, with his death, the case is closed, and the prosecutor says he's disappointed for the victim. 48-year-old Steve Parsons was well known in both Stanberry and Maryville, Missouri, as the owner of Parsons Tire and Service. He was also well known to the courts. 4 pages of traffic tickets, civil suits, criminal charges, and most recently, probation violations, a protection order, and tax liens sit next to Parsons' name on Missouri's CaseNet, an online court information site.
Can't speculate as to what he was going through, but I'm firmly convinced that his death was not a result of a wrongful verdict by the jury.
What was going through Parsons' head last week when he ordered 100 grams of cyanide, had it shipped overnight, and poisoned himself in the courtroom is something no one wants to speculate on, according to the Nottoway County Sheriff.
It's not common to see somebody just fall over dead in the courtroom, even though they've just been found guilty of a crime.
Well, I was quite surprised and disappointed and unhappy. Sorry for the victim. Sorry for her family.
Jerry Biggs was the prosecuting attorney in last week's sodomy trial. He says Parsons' conviction and death is neither bitter nor sweet.
I suspect that it's just more tragedy on top of tragedy.
Tragedy for Parsons' family, who sat through the trial and witnessed his death in court, Biggs says. And tragedy for the victim, he says, went through a lot to go to trial and take the stand confronting Parsons in court.
This was a girl who had been wronged and was determined and brave enough to make things right.
Biggs says in this situation, no one wins.